In this episode, we're going to discuss a huge change to a key gameplay mechanism that happened within Atlas Earth this past weekend, just out of the blue. If I've piqued your interest, please stand by. Hey, all you Atlas Earthlings. Once again, this is Bronze Dragon sitting here saying, thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate the time you spend with me. Please remember to leave a like on the video if you like this kind of coverage, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. Okay, this isn't going to take long, but I felt I really needed to make an episode on this. There was a huge change that just kind of got slipped into game in Atlas Earth this past weekend. Let's look at the announcement first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, this caught me by surprise because after my other live stream on Saturday, I was doing some chores, and then I came back in the house and I saw there was like a hubbub going on within Discord, and I saw that Annalise had put out an announcement. So I'm going to read it word for word, and then we'll talk about it, okay? We recently increased the minimum resale price of a parcel from 150 Atlas bucks to 2,500 Atlas bucks. Because we noticed that a percentage of players were abusing the parcel resale feature. In order to discourage this behavior, we decided to increase the minimum resale price of a parcel. We take the integrity of the game seriously and are taking this action to prevent this rule-breaking behavior from happening in the future. If you have a parcel already listed for sale before the change, the sale price has not changed. Okay. So you used to be able to sell parcels for 150 Atlas bucks and up, depending upon what you wanted to get out of it, okay? At this point in time, a lot of people just didn't even know you could do that. And to be frank, it was hard to see parcels that were on sale by people. You know, it was, you had to be right there and click on them to be able to see them, right? There was no like for sale sign when you were driving by or anything like that, which I think needs to be changed in the future if they keep this ability to sell parcels. Now, why I wanted to bring this up is this is a key, in my mind, this is a key part of the game, okay? One of the selling points of being able to buy and sell property, obviously one of the main point of the game is buy property and earn rent, right? But one of the other points was, buy a landmark and possibly resell it in the future. Buy other parcels that are, might be in a popular location, at a restaurant or at some other famous place, and turn around and resell them in the future for a profit. Well, guess what? Now you have to sell a parcel for 2,500 Atlas bucks, which is just insane. It's basically nobody's going to pay 2,500 Atlas bucks when you could turn around and buy 25 parcels with that amount. Okay, so that's the basic point, and that's what I wanted to say. I really feel that the game needs that resale feature, but they've basically taken it away. Now, the next part of that story is why. Okay, so the why behind this, just kind of backing up a few feet, we know that there are so many parcels out there that this feature has not been used by the bulk of the people that play the game very much, okay? So most people, you try to sell a parcel and it's just going to sit there. Nobody's going to buy it because why buy it for a higher price when you could go buy some other parcels, right? Now, if you had one legitimately priced, like say for instance, you had an Epic and it was like 400 Atlas bucks or something, I might jump on that, right? But the point is that this feature has been abused. The majority, they're looking at the back end numbers on this, okay? And they're seeing that the people that are using this feature, they quoted 99% is what I saw floating around. 99% of the people using this feature are abusing it and using it to do things against the terms of service. Now, whether this is rarity manipulation, which is strictly against the terms of service, and it's something that's talked about a lot, basically buying and trading around the higher rarity epics and legendary parcels from one account to another account, which they can see on the back end because, your drop rate that you're supposed to get, like 50% commons all the way down to 5% legendaries, that shows up. And if that range, if your percentages get too far out of whack, that's going to send off a little bit of an alarm there, right? And other than rarity manipulation, they also listed that they found that they were selling actual parcels and for real money, right? And obviously, this is what it all comes down to. They want to make real money off the game and not do it legitimately like the game is set out to do. Okay, and this brings another question to my mind: how does this affect? Like I had mentioned earlier, the buying of landmarks and the auction system. Okay, to me, depending upon how the auction system is put into play, they're going to have to take another really good look at it to see if it can be abused in the same way. All right. Either way, I talked a little bit in chat to Annalise, and she said hundreds of people have been banned so far. This is a huge use of time and effort on the development team's part. Basically, if people didn't abuse the system, then they wouldn't have to. They could spend that time on the actual improving the game instead of doing this. Okay, so the takeaway here is that 2,500 Atlas buck minimum sell price is a temporary measure. They're working on it. They're trying to figure out a way to actually keep it in the game, being able to sell a parcel, but the option is always there, already there to actually just remove that from the game, which I think would be a bad thing at this point. But like I talk about quite often in all these games I cover, especially games, people cheat in any game, let alone games where you can make money off of them. And, the cheating is rampant. And I've covered a number of Web3 games. I know whatever you think about Web3, but the cheaters actually did the game in. It wasn't due to it being crypto or nothing. It was the people that were cheating the system. Okay, so I'm all for them taking measures to save the game. But at the same point, I hope that they find a way to keep the ability to sell parcels for legitimate prices. Because it's part of speculating on land. You buy a land, hope that it goes up in price and resell it. But obviously, they're running into problems with that. So I wanted to get this episode out. Leave in the comments what you think of the whole situation. And remember, on Sunday at noon Eastern time, we have our weekly Atlas Earth live stream where we discuss Atlas Earth for about an hour. This last weekend, it went for an hour and a half because there were so many people there talking. So it's always a great time. Please stop by and hang out with us. Either way, this has been Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I'll see you in Atlas Earth, but I won't be selling any of my parcels.